Jeff, Dan, I am so excited to be talking to you both right now. I'm a huge Potter fan myself, as obviously you guys are as well. So I'm delighted to have you guys here on the show. It's crazy to even think, but some of our audience may not know about Potted Potter. So can you guys tell us about your performance?
Yeah, sure. I mean, basically, we try to do all 7 books in 70 minutes, with Jeff playing Harry Potter, which leaves me playing all 320 other characters. So I do everyone from Ron to He Who Shall Not Be Named to fire-breathing dragons. And as a 6'5" man, my Hermione is something rather spectacular.
I would agree with that. That is awesome. Jeff, do you think that Dan's Hermione is a sight to behold?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much worth the ticket price alone. And during the whole show, I'm trying my very best to hold everything together to try and keep the show somewhere near the tracks it's meant to be on. And Dan is a bit like a whirlwind, just sort of running around, causing havoc. He's kind of like a Labrador puppy, if Labrador puppies were 6'5".
Oh my gosh, I love that. It's so awesome. Okay, so how did you guys come up with this idea for Potted Potter? Because anybody who's seen the show, I'm sure has had sort of the same idea of wanting to reenact this in a fun, awesome way. So how did this come about?
Well, I don't know if you've heard of these books called Harry Potter. I mean, I don't know if they're not hugely known. You know, we're really trying to get them out there. But yeah, we were huge fans. And I think it was for the launch of the 6th book way back when in 2000. And basically, we were asked to do a sort of recap of all 5 books then for one of the bookstores in London for everyone queuing up at midnight to just sort of entertain them. And we did that, and the response was amazing. So we then sort of took the show to Edinburgh in Scotland for the Edinburgh Festival, and we put it on there to, I think it was in a small church hall, to an audience of 60. And then it's sort of just grown and grown, and we got to go into London's West End. Then suddenly we were in New York. Now we've got the show in Vegas, and we're coming to see you guys. And literally, we're just 2 friends messing around until immigration going to kick us out of the country.
Well, I mean, as long as you do Potted Potter for them, I'm pretty sure you can stay as long as you want. So.
They love that, yeah.
Of course. So I have to ask, and I'll start with Jeff. Jeff, what's it like working with Dan? And then I'll come to you. You have to do the opposite. Tell me what it's like working with each other.
Well, when we started back, however many years ago it was for 3 weeks in Edinburgh, like Dan said, and we thought we'd be doing 21 shows. Here we are, over 2,000 shows of Potted Potter we've done together now. And it's amazing that we haven't hurt each other, killed each other. We live together, we work together, we socialize together when we're away. And luckily, Dan is a very easygoing guy, and I am similar. And so we sort of leave each other alone if we can tell the other one's not in the best of moods. But most of the time, we're pretty good. We're pretty civil. I mean, he leaves his cereal bowls out and the cereal dries. I don't like that. But most other things are all right.
Dan, what do you have to say?
Well, he's like the brother I never wanted. It's lovely. Yeah, and I think what I was talking to his wife the other day, who says that I think I spend more time with Jeff than she does. So, I look on him as a sort of a work husband, and we've got on very well over the years, and yeah, still do. Like I say, it's lovely just being able to tour with one of your best mates and have fun.
Oh, that's so awesome, you guys. That's amazing. Well, I want to have our audience at home get a taste of Potted Potter, so let's take a look at the first book.
Let's get this show on the road with Harry Potter and the Philosophers / Sorceress Stone. Start the book. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Harry Potter. Hi, I'm Harry Potter. He was 11. Hi, I'm Harry Potter! He lived under the stairs. I live under the stairs! Now, it turned out he was a wizard. Whoa! They gave him a wand. Thank you! And an owl called Hedwig. Twitteroo! Oh, a message! Now, to be a fully fledged wizard, you had to go to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And the only way to get to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry was aboard the Hogwarts Express. And the only way to get to the Hogwarts Express was to go to King's Cross Station, platform 9 3/4, and quite simply run straight through the wall. Run through the wall! Right through the wall! Straight through the wall! You've got to run through the wall. All the way through the wall. You're not going to run through the wall, are you? I'm not as stupid as you are. Right. Now, when Harry got to Hogwarts, he made some very good friends. The first of which is a young boy by the name of Ron Weasley. Oh, I'm Ron Weasley, innit? I is sick. I is lit. I is wicked. For here am I, defying gravity. I is a ginger ninja. It's me, you Ron wearing a wig. Yes, thank you. Now he made another friend as well, a young lady by the name of Hermione Granger. Hello, I'm Hermione Granger. Who was also 11. I know.
You didn't know many girls when you were 11, did you, Dan?
I don't know many girls now, if I'm honest, mate.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
No, if you'll excuse me, I must go to the UN and give a speech about women.
Now, unfortunately, as well as friends, Harry also made some enemies, the first of which is a teacher by the name of Professor Snape.
I hate you!
Ah! Ow! He made another enemy as well by the name of Draco Malfoy.
I hate you as well!
Ah! How are you even doing that? You're miles away from me. Right, I've had enough. You can be Harry, I'll be the bad guy for a while, see how you like it. Oh, I'm Draco Malfoy. I'm not very nice. I go around hitting people. Yeah!
I don't like you very much either!
Ah! Showing off because you're socially distancing. Now, as well as friends and enemies, Harry also discovers a sport he likes very much. He's very good at it, only wizards can play. It is, of course, Quidditch.
Alright, it's time to play Quidditch! Who wants to play Quidditch? Okay, you guys at the back, you can be the beaters. You right there, you can be my keeper. I'll be the seeker. Let's do this.
And what's that?
It's perfectly obvious, Jeff. It's my Nimbus 2000.
Dan, everybody knows the Nimbus 2000 is a broom.
Jeff, get with the times. A broom isn't going to get anything clean. This has 3 triple suction actions and it can suck up 8 types of dust.
That would be fantastic if we wanted to clean our homes with it, Dan. But the reason we want a broom is because that's what the wizards fly around on in Quidditch.
Flying around on brooms, Jeff. Far-fetched!
You haven't got a broom, you can't play Quidditch.
You've just promised them all a game of Quidditch.
I didn't know such thing.
It's not for me, Jeff. It's for the keeper. Look at their excited yet expectant yet tiny weeny face.
I agree, they do look excited, tiny, weeny, and ever so lonely, but the fact remains, no broom, no Quidditch.
Stupid no broom, no Quidditch. My name's Jeff, I've got a broom fetish.
Now, straight to the crux of the book, the Philosopher's Stone. Now, the Philosopher's Stone in question is something which the evil Lord Voldemort...
Oh, you said Voldemort! I've said Voldemort! I've just said it again! Shut up!
Thanks for your contribution, Dan. It's something which the evil Lord Unmentionable needs to regain his evil powers.
Whoa, it is I, the evil Lord Voldemort.
Aha, you said your own name.
Well, of course I said my own name, you silly little man. How else would I get my milky latte from Starbucks? Oh, Starbucks. Remember them in the before times?
I think so.
Now, I must get to the Philosopher's /Sorcerer's Stone before Harry Potter. There is the Philosopher's /Sorcerer's Stone. There is Harry Potter.
I got it before you!
No! Harry Potter has defeated me for the first time.
End of book 1!
Yes, all right! Nicely done. Thank you very much, Internet World. I'm off to make some soda bread.
I'm off my state-mandated exercise.
Well, guys, obviously you're both huge Harry Potter fans. Tell me how you each got into the books and kind of what they meant to you as you read them.
Right, well, I think I got into them. I've got a younger brother who's now not young. Well, he's still my younger brother. He's just not as young as he once was. And I sort of used to read him the books when they first came out as bedtime stories. And I remember he used to fall asleep and I would carry on reading them because I didn't want to put them down. So there's still chunks of book 1 he's never heard before. And that's really how I sort of got into them. And then, just sort of carried on. I mean, we used to queue up at midnight for the books. I don't think the generation today understand what it was like to have to wait 2 years for a book and then queue up at midnight to get your hands on it.
Oh, yeah. And dress up as Hermione Granger every single year to do so, because that's what I did.
Oh, yeah, me too. Snap.
Oh, perfect. Oh, my gosh. Jeff, what about for you?
I was the other way. I was one of those people that, if you don't get into something quick enough, you kind of go the other way. So it was cool. Harry Potter was cool, and everyone had read the first 3 or 4 books, and I was like, oh, they're kids' books. I didn't get into it. I wasn't bothered. And then it was Dan who bullied me. He was like, you've got to read them. They're really good. And I relented. And I think I read the first 5 books. They're the only ones that existed in 2 weeks. I just absolutely ploughed through them. And then I caught up, and then I was desperate for book 6 to come out as well. And so I was just trying to be a bit too cool for school, and it wasn't right. I embraced the geekdom in the end.
Yes, exactly. I'm happy that you finally got there. That's all that matters. Okay, good. So do you guys each have a favorite book, and why is it your favorite?
Yeah, mine's book 5. I'm a huge fan of Order of the Phoenix, and I know it's not one of the most popular ones, but for me, it's just Harry Potter gets teenage angst, and that's everything for me. I really enjoyed it, and I think it's the first time it sort of leaves that formula of Hogwarts, Quidditch, defeat, Voldemort, victory, hooray, and it becomes something a little more darker, and the story starts taking shape, and so that's my favorite.
I couldn't disagree more, because I think book 5 mainly consists of Harry Potter just whining. I love every other character in it, obviously, but Harry's not my favourite in book 5 at all. Mine's book 4, Goblet of Fire, because it reminds me of the books I read as a little boy. It feels like an adventure story, you know, dragons and fighting and magic, and it always feels like quests and stuff like that. So I think it really embraces what it is and just how geeky it is.
I
And
love
you
that.
do think you're Victor Crumb, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's okay. I'm Fleur Delacour, so it's fine. Perfect. What
Whole thing right now. Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna get offline later and we'll do something fun.
Yeah,
I love
that
that.
makes me Cedric Diggory in my Hufflepuff jumper.
You're already Cedric.
Once made Twilight.
You're such a Hufflepuff.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so what about, we kind of just talked about it, but which Harry Potter character do you relate to most? Maybe in your mannerisms, not necessarily who you would like to be. Cedric.
Mine is definitely Mr. Weasley, Ron's dad. I love him. I think it's such a simple idea, that character, but, you know, Jacob only had to think of it and we didn't. And he's so fascinated by things that are simple to us, and he gets so passionate about what we think of as really simple things, and I'm a bit like that. I can be a bit simple, and something that looks complicated to me I can get very excited about.
Oh, I actually see that. I love that. That's amazing.
I'd have to say Dobby the house elf, only because I do have to wait on Jeff hand and foot when we're touring, look after his every need, and I'm just begging that one day he gives me a sock and I'll be free. That's what I'm hoping for.
No chance. I like it too much.
Not happening. Very good. Well, guys, you both are such a joy. To wrap things up here, where can we see you guys and how can we come watch the show? All that fun stuff.
The Newman Center for the Performing Arts, and we are there from the 4th to the 9th of January. I'll see
That
you.
was seamless.
It's okay. You did some magic. You got it back. It's all that matters. Excellent. Well, guys, thank you both so much. I'm so happy that I was able to Weasley my way into your lives.
Yes.
Yes.
You can come and watch the show. You're allowed.
I love this. All my weird punniness is just appreciated so much by these two gentlemen. I'm so excited. Well, guys, again, thank you so much. It's such an honor to meet you both, and I cannot wait to see the show. You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.